Our video today is about the town of Yahualica in Jalisco. How did we find out about this town? I actually found out about this place back in 2013. I picked up a bottle of hot sauce called Porfies, and on the label of this bottle was the picture of the main cathedral in the square, and it said Yahualica on it, so I decided to look it up. And I said, well, this looks like a really beautiful little town. I should check it out someday. So, well, here it is 7 years later, and we're checking it out. So
there you go, folks. Check your labels. That could be your next holiday destination. You never know. Worked for us.
It's kind of an unconventional way of figuring out where you're going to go next in Mexico, but this town is actually quite famous for its hot sauce, for its sweets, and the beauty of the town itself. And this is a stunning little town here.
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, absolutely stunning. Really is.
And what we're liking about it right now is, since we've moved on from Mazatlán, we're at a bit of an elevation here, and the mornings are cool. Temperature during the daytime is really comfortable.
Yeah, I have to admit, I'm finding it freezing, especially at night and in the morning. But during the day, yeah, it's lovely. It's really pleasant, really comfortable, and the lack of humidity during the day is lovely. It's just a shock to the system. And it's also a really walkable town. It's just a small little place, and you can get around really easy just walking.
But we found a winner here, definitely. Yahualica is a nice town, and we're going to be happy to show you around. If you're like me and you let hot sauce dictate where you're going from one day to the next, then you probably found a place just like Yahualica or somewhere else. We decided to check out Yahualica's bull ring, Plaza Jalisco. And the caretaker there saw us sniffing around, and he actually invited us in for a bit of a private tour.
Yeah, so the caretaker's name is Filiberto. So it was himself and his friend Alonso. But the other thing that was really brilliant about that was we got to talk to a couple of locals, and there's no better way to get an insight into a town than to actually talk to locals. They actually gave us a really great little bit of information about one of the town's specialties, and that is a chorreada.
And we started talking about chorreadas and how we knew chorreadas in Mazatlán, and it was clear that chorreadas, at least in Yahualica, are a completely different thing.
Filiberto and Alonso, if you happen to be watching this, myself and Jerry just want to say an absolutely massive thank you to both of you.
He told us what a chorreada is here, and he told us where to go get one. So we've checked out this bakery up the road, and we were told to come back at 2 o'clock. We went there at noon today, and we were told to come back at 2 o'clock for chorreada, so we're going to go check that out now. And if you're curious as to what our chorreada experience is, and you're interested in what a chorreada is in Sinaloa and Mazatlán, we're going to leave a link to that video right up above here.
For locals, and especially locals who've moved away, this is an incredibly popular spot to come back to that has a lot of nostalgic value for people who grew up here and who no longer live here. And it's somewhere that they come back to, and they buy a bunch of these chorreadas and they take them back to wherever they've come from with them. So typically what we were told by Alonso is you actually have to order in advance. That's how popular they are.
They told us we can get as many as we like, so we're gonna go see if we can do that. And we're gonna see what a chorreada is like in Jalisco, or at least Yahualica.
Yeah.
Okay, this is it. Panaderia Alfredo Rodriguez, and Fiona's been on a mission to get these things, and
I'm on a complete mission for...
It's a little bit after 2, so hopefully we can get these now. Let's see what they got going on. That's it. Buenas tardes. Okay, I would say 1 is enough.
So it's grande, ¿sí?
Sí, es grande.
Esos no son choriadas.
Estos no, estos pan de huevo, pero está crudo, son conchas.
Conchas. Okay.
Conchas.
Two.
One of,
We'll
two
get
of
one for
those?
later.
You want two of those?
Yeah, one for later.
Go ahead, get two of them then. I think one is plenty.
Yeah, we'll get one for later then.
All right. I still can't believe you ordered two of these things. Oh my gosh.
Because we're little piggies.
Oh,
This
shit.
is like...
It's a little bit of a... That's like a caramelized sugar or something on there. I guess we should have asked, but... Shit, that is good.
Oh yeah. One more place to get to if you make it to Yahualica.
This is just like some kind of... I don't know what's caramelized on here, but... Oh my god.
It's like sugar. Cinnamon maybe? I'm not too sure. It's amazing. So, we were told to come back at about 2. And these are absolutely... It's piping hot. They're just fresh out of the oven. The street is Miguel Hidalgo. And you'll see the tiny little sign. It's a place that you'll pass by really easily, so just keep your eyes peeled. Right, so
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. We're eating away at the choriata thinking that it's just like, you know, like a bread kind of thing with the little caramelized topping. But then we get into it a bit and look, there's like a filling. We have no idea what the filling is. But
We've hit a vein. I think it's honey. Maybe it's caramel.
I'm not too sure. Honey, caramel.
Maybe it's both.
Sugar. Melted sugar. I don't know.
Wow. Oh, and by the way, these were 30 pesos each. So
that's like $1.50.
That's $1.50, and we got 2 of them. So, and we're not even halfway through the first one. So, 30 pesos, $1.50 each. $3 for all that. So,
get yourself down there at 2 o'clock, piping hot out of the oven. Like I said, my hand is just roasting. Hole in these. Get a cup of coffee, cup of tea. Amazing.
All right, choriatas and Yahualica. And the choriata was filled and topped with this right here. This is the piloncillo. That is simply unrefined cane sugar. Earlier I mentioned Yahualica was known for its sweets. And then within the marketplace I found this place, which is kind of like a museum of vintage candy. For example, right here, we have some chewing gum that I haven't seen these in years. They're filled with like this kind of 7-Up or RC or A&W root beer flavored center. I don't know if I'd buy these. They look like they're a little bit past their prime. And right next to that is a Tom's Park Avenue bar. I don't even know if this company Tom's is around anymore, but they used to make snacks for vending machines, and I think Tom's had their own vending machines as well. I haven't seen these in years. A few old boxes of Willy Wonka's Runts candy, Bun Caramel, Bubblicious Grape, man, what else? Razzles, haven't seen these in ages. And this is some vintage candy. Are you seeing anything here that you're...
Snickers used to be called Marathons, and that's a really long time ago, so
Okay.
that's fairly ancient.
But this says Snickers Marathon.
Yeah, I don't know, maybe they're just like introducing it now as Snickers, but it was a marathon,
And
believe you me.
It looks like it's melted and come out of the package right here a little
Yeah,
bit.
see there you go, it's saying new Snickers, but it was a marathon.
It was new. Yeah, there's the old Willy Wonka label and the new Wonka label there, so... and look at the old font for nerds, the new font for nerds, and a Pop Rocks candy bar. I've never seen that before. That's Pop Rocks mixed with real milk chocolate. Taffy tape. Looks a little old as well. And to be fair, I think this shop is selling some newer candies as well. It's not all old stuff that is past its prime. It's just like a little vintage candy museum here. course, it should come as no surprise that Yahualica is full of great food.
Jalisco is the home of birria, so we actually got to try some birria de chivo, which is goat birria, and it didn't disappoint.
Jalisco is also home to tortas ahogadas, and that is just a drowned sandwich. That's what it means literally. It's a sandwich that is sitting in a bowl of tomato sauce, sometimes hot sauce, and it's customary to take some more sauce and pour it over the sandwich as you're eating it, and garnish it with onions.
We also had pozole. Now, we're no strangers to pozole, but this was a little bit different. It had its own very unique red corn in it, which had a really nice roasted kind of flavour to it.
A nutty flavour almost.
So the highlight of all the food that we tried there was the roasty pollo.
And that's simply roast chicken.
Sounds simple, but it was actually rather spectacular.
Yeah, this was cooked over firewood. That's all I could say. This wasn't gas, this wasn't charcoal.
Possibly the best we've ever had.
Maybe, yeah. And after happily grazing our way through Yahualica, we were able to get some exercise in. There's a great trail which heads up into the hills above town, and it takes you to a cross which has commanding views over Yahualica. So just on the west side of Yahualica is La Presa El Estribon. This is a gorgeous little spot. Palapas to rent, a little malecon to walk along. Very nicely maintained park. Quite impressed.
And on top of all of that, there's the most amazing pack of friendly pups that we've had follow us around and just hang out with us for the last, well, since we've gotten here, really. They're adorable, absolutely adorable.
They're right behind us, aren't they?
They are.
Here comes the missus, and here comes everybody else.
Big gang.
So that's something you definitely like about Yahualica. This is a town of
Oh, Jesus, all the dogs. Like, there's so
friendly
many
stray dogs.
stray dogs, but they seem quite happy and healthy. They seem like they're pretty well fed, and I think they do fairly well from the vendors in the marketplace there. Well, as you've probably already figured out, we're back on the road. So we're just winding up our time here in Yahualica, Jalisco. We've been here for 4 days, and it's been the most absolutely perfect way to begin life on the road again. It's our first stop, and we really couldn't have hoped for better. It's been perfect.
Indeed. I think this place has reminded us of one of the things that we love about Mexico so much, and if you'd like to learn more about what it is we love about Mexico, you can just check out this link right up here to one of our videos, and that is how easy it is, we think anyway, to find these little corners of Mexico that are well off the beaten path, we'll call it. We've found that Mexico has so many places like Yahualica that make it so worthwhile for us anyway to continue traveling through Mexico. So you're right, this was a good way to start off that after 2 years of being in Mazatlán. This is definitely a good way for us to get that inaugural journey going, so to speak. So Yahualica was a good place to get going with this. Yeah.
Good place to get the feet wet again.
Yeah, definitely.
So hopefully, over the next few months, there will be plenty more places just like this. I'm sure there will be. We are going to go back and visit a few old favourites, so we already kind of know what to expect. We think, but you can never really tell. And then there's a few other new places where, you know, hopes are high, so we'll see. And you're here. We'll be sharing it all with you.